All right, next up. Hayes versus Fantastic Furniture.
This is a matchup I never thought I'd fucking see in this podcast.
Then she asks,
Who sent you?
who sent you? Like, the Lord Jesus himself.
Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is a podcast. We take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. This week's episode, we've got a bit of slang in the first game, Australian versus UK slang. Get keen for that. And then the second segment we have is higher or lower, work Christmas party edition. So you guys have sent in your work Christmas parties and we'll be putting them head to head against each other. Keen to see who wins. But before that, to wrap the week, we've got me and Miguel. We have Ro.
G'day.
We have Kush jokes. We have a whiteboard with Kush's name, but we have Sen right next to it.
Hello, boys. I've got a big update from our neighbour from hell. She must have heard that we were about to come knocking, so she went knocking herself. So a couple of weeks ago.
Give a brief background if you haven't heard it.
Of course,
you know what I mean? What is the neighbour from hell? Who is that person?
So it is a lady called Marta. I will use her name because that is her name.
From Neutral Bay.
Living on 201.
She, so my workmate and her partner live in this apartment in Neutral Bay, and they recently moved into this apartment block. And, all was going well until suddenly one day they got a mysterious letter got slipped underneath their door. And they opened it up and it was a beautiful handwritten letter from their downstairs neighbour, Marta. And Marta was, very reasonable with her ask, if you ask me. She essentially said, please do not use
water from the hours of 8 p.m. till midnight, please. Don't open the taps.
Midnight. They would have loved it was midnight. From 8 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Yeah. No,
don't use the water.
What did she say? Don't shut your blinds.
Don't shut your blinds. Too much noise. Don't close the doors. It's just all too much for her. Because apparently the noise echoes throughout her apartment. And so time went by. They just kind of ignored the letter. A couple months later, they got a second letter. This time it was a journal entry with a minute-by-minute, day-by-day breakdown of every single time they opened a tap past the time of 8 p.m. And it was literally a very detailed recount of every single moment. And it was more just pleading, saying, come on, we live in a society here. This isn't Israel and Palestine. Let's all live together in harmony.
She was quoting like the strata bylaws.
Correct.
Saying like, it's unreasonable noise. Water's not a human right. Like you can wait till the morning. Go flush your toilet.
She said she was traumatized by the sound of water. So it was all very, normal and not insane stuff at all. So again, a couple months passed and again, they just ignored the letter, did nothing about it. In between, I also told the story where apparently my friend's partner, let's call him James because that was his name, his slippers were outside his apartment and apparently one day they just vanished. They went missing. And apparently they heard a scurry coming up the stairs from the downstairs apartment.
This is all hearsay. They reckon Marta went and stole his slippers.
Apparently. A couple of weeks ago, my workmate, her friend had a wedding. So obviously to do it with the wedding, it was a morning wedding. So they got up, I reckon at 6 or 7 and they started to get ready. So they were showering, putting makeup on, doing all sorts of things. And then they left for the day. And then by the time they got back home, it was well past midnight. And my friend was saying, she had a full face of makeup. You're not going to sleep straight like that. Obviously, you have to shower, take your makeup off. So by the time they went to sleep, it was 2 a.m. And they heard nothing. So the next day they heard absolutely nothing. I'm like, oh, maybe we dodged a bullet here. On Monday, my friend went to work, but her partner was at home. And suddenly there was a rapping at the door.
Oh, no.
And so my friend, he opened the door and there she was
Marta.
in all her glory. A face-to-face confrontation with Marta. And essentially what the gist of the conversation was, she stressed that she was being very graceful and reasonable in asking them to not make any noise via the last 2 letters. And she had actually talked to her network of friends and told them about the situation. And they all aggressively agreed with her that what she was asking was very reasonable.
So reasonable.
And she was not in the wrong in any way. And then she said that if they needed to shower after, late at night and after the, in between the curfew hours, that they needed to limit it to 2 minutes per shower.
Wow.
So she came to some kind of middle
Brother,
ground.
the water's not even warm after 2 minutes, man.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm very confused by this. Like, again, the question remains, how can you hear someone shower? That's so wild.
My favorite part is apparently she was like, oh, I've talked to all my friends. They think what I'm asking is very reasonable. They can't believe I've even gone to this much length to accommodate you guys. They said if it was up to them, they would have called the police earlier.
What the fuck?
What circle of Karens is this, dude?
I don't know.
What story is she spinning though? Because like,
It's much like we're spinning a story to our listeners here. She's probably spinning a similar yarn to them.
well, you know what Rob Sitch at Alloy says. There's your truth, there's my truth, and there's the truth.
It's a good musty reference from you. Yeah, I assume it's just her similar friends of 70-year-old women of the North Shore who have nothing else better to do.
I can just I've never seen Marta before, but I can just picture her and her friends going to like Pilates or something, like walking down, getting a coffee with their dogs, just gossiping deluxe.
So I asked my friend, do you reckon James can draw her appearance like
Like a police
detectives do
sketch.
for crimes?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, he can try, but he won't be able to capture her key features.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is being a dickhead a face feature?
Oh, Marta.
Anyway, the mystery continues.
Well,
But face to face is a barrier. I feel she's broken the barrier now.
Broken bread.
No, not broken. No way, broken bread.
Yeah, but she's gone past the threatening notes.
Yeah, now it's physical altercations.
Exactly. But like we suggested that we might go down and have a snoop around to see what the noise was and how loud it actually was. But are we banned from doing that, Sen? What's the latest
Well,
on
we
that?
got legal information on that.
You're
and-
banned from filming your experience.
So yeah, we were told that we can absolutely go do it, but we can't film or record any of it.
Well, do you want to
So then at that point, we're just doing it out of our own sick satisfaction.
No, well then we'll just recount it. Or we'll do like a reenactment maybe, perhaps on the podcast.
Mate, we don't even need to go.
What,
at
in
that
this
point.
room,
Let's
we're
just-
going to film the
No, we just do an
reenact the whole situation.
We'll
Who's
do it-
Marta? Who's dressing up? Euro.
No, audio reenactment. I'll be Marta and you guys can be us. And we'll go in and figure out because now this is making me so curious because I guess like, to be honest, obviously if she's had a wedding or whatever and she's come back home, she's probably sloshed. And then, and, it's like the happiest.
Knowing her, probably yes.
It's like the happiest day of their friends' lives or whatever. So like they're having a good time. So I can imagine
Probably
they
making a
were
bit more noise.
They were probably loud that night. Fair.
Oh yeah, and I think she admitted that they were, but circumstances. What can you do?
I would like to meet Marta in the flesh too and see if she stole the slippers. That's also a missing piece of the
I
puzzle.
want to get a Marta's side, I want to hear the other side of the story.
This is why we got to go. We got to go and we got to find out her side of the story.
Because I think if we can't film or record, that's fine. But I still want to hear the noise. And what was the legal stance around dressing up as a fake council worker? Where do we land on that?
That was a strong no
Was it?
from every single
Yes.
lawyer we asked.
They said it was fraud.
Yeah,
Okay.
impersonation,
That impersonation is what, like,
obstruction of justice.
that's just making up words now.
I think when we asked the lawyers, the recording part, I think, was divided opinions. But the impersonation, they were all very much singing from the same hymn book there.
But impersonation is what Elliot Looney does on his. Do you know who that guy is?
Who's
I know the comedian.
Yeah, the guy who does impersonate. You can impersonate
I
anyone.
know his brother, Kavon.
Stuff says.
I knew you wouldn't get that.
Is that a
one.
basketball reference? Yeah, no, Dingo.
Yeah, but he does Rafael Nadal impressions, brother. He does,
Oh,
he
he's
does
that guy.
He doesn't do council worker impressions.
And he doesn't target 70-year-old women.
Well, we did impersonations one day when we dressed up and chucked high vis on and told people
True.
to move on. Car
I'm not
parking.
saying that was, well advised either.
Actually, for our new listeners, this was a couple of years ago. I implore you to go check out our YouTube. Watch our coning video. It's actually a great video.
Yeah, what did we do? We dressed up as council workers essentially,
We did.
and we told people not to park in free car parks.
Again, per session in a public space. I feel you can get away with that.
Yeah, because it's
We're
not like
using our
targeting one.
impersonation to get into someone's house.
Yeah, exactly. You can really spin that story as we.
So if Elliot Looney went up to you and said, I'm Rafael Nadal, let me in your house, then
Exactly.
that could also not
Is
go.
that illegal? Because
Absolutely.
why is that illegal? Because we're not saying.
Well, because at the end of the day, we are trying to get into
Okay,
Marta's
how-
You're
house.
fooling someone.
Okay, how about we say we just leave it up for interpretation. Hi, I'm Sen. I'm here to check out the water.
Mm.
See,
We're not impersonating anyone.
That-
though.
that's not impersonation, no. But she might quickly ask, who are you?
Yeah, exactly. And then what?
Where are
say
you from?
there?
And then you just say, I'm from.
Strata.
Then
Then you're like,
No, let's spin this as like what we can do here. All right. I'm Sen. I'm here to fix the water. We've heard there's a lot of noise complaints. She asks, oh, where are you from?
I think you can't even say fix. You're not fixing. Investigate.
so we're not- yeah,
You're
we're just-
investigating.
Investigating the water and the noise. Then she asks,
who sent you?
who sent you? Like, the Lord Jesus himself.
Look up into the night sky. You'll see.
See the star? We just
Star
followed
of
that bad
David.
boy. What can we say in response to that? That is technically not a lie.
If anything, we would have to use our friend. We'd be like, oh, we were sent by the upstairs neighbor to investigate your sound complaints. That's the only way it would work.
No. We can't say that.
Well, obviously not. We're not going to.
Can we say...
We've had complaints in the building. Maybe
Maybe
they live on level 3, so we can throw it on the level 2 people. Downstairs have said that you make too much noise.
No, maybe we'd be like, maybe we go to your mate's place and we just say, look, we've been tasked with investigating complaints in the building.
Yeah.
We've gone upstairs. We're now coming
Correct.
to yours. We're just going to go around the other spots.
So what would be, instead of a 10-minute job, would be a proper 3-hour job, and we'd be doing someone's actual job for free.
And maybe... I assume there's like maybe a WhatsApp group. Maybe.
Yeah, like a strata group.
Yeah, like a strata group.
And everyone's be like, someone's coming around.
No, maybe we get our mate to plan in.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the check. They'll be coming to your place pretty soon.
Yeah.
So Marta sees that. And I feel like this is above board.
This, I reckon, is better.
This is just a little bit of deception here and there, but it's not out and out fraud.
And it's not targeting one person. We're going to everyone's house.
Well, no, we're not. We're just going to our
at
mates.
least 3.
No, our mates and Marta's,
and that's it.
And we just go to our mates, send them the WhatsApp group. Hey guys, someone's coming around to check the water. Don't be alarmed.
It's not a bad idea.
It can run, I feel.
That I feel there is a little bit of deception, but it is all legally above
There are
board.
no lies directly said.
That's the best kind of truth.
If there are any lawyers that are listening, please write in and let us know if there's any potential illegalities here. Speaking of the coning video, Miguel, I believe we'll soon be having another YouTube video coming out very soon.
We will. It is in the works. Soon is a lot of pressure,
All
Sam.
right. So we'll have a video in the next
It'll be
couple
soon.
months.
If you remember, Kush was at Sanctuary for 24 hours. YouTube video is coming soon, boys. Be prepared for that. Subscribe so you're well prepared when it comes out.
Man, he gave us a sneak preview last week. I don't know if you saw it,
I
bro.
didn't see it.
You'll be getting a little sneaky something today.
It was delightful, I gotta say.
Is it?
It's looking very good. So I'm excited for the listeners and our followers to watch it. I think it is going to be a very entertaining watch.
Alrighty. This week, boys, I had another bathroom encounter, one of our favorite genres of the podcast. I was at a Forrester's pub in Surrey Hills. We went there one time to have the big Yorkie.
Oh, the big Yorkie.
Remember that bad boy?
I maintain that was delightful.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think they just need to put a bit more gravy on it, and I would have enjoyed it. But we didn't go there for the big Yorkie. We went just, I don't know, on a night out.
A regular Yorkie.
For a regular Yorkie. And so at the end of we were going back to one of my mates' place. So we're waiting for an Uber, and I snuck quickly back into the pub just to go to the bathroom. And as soon as I walked into the bathroom, I was accosted by a man. And he asked me this simple question. It was quite a philosophical question as well, mind you. He asked me, lad, how many shakes after you piss do you do? And I've never thought about that like consciously before. So I just threw out a number. I was like, oh, like 5. And he's like, 5? He's like, no.
Are you a leaky faucet or something?
Well, yeah, that's what he was essentially insinuating. And he's like, look at me. And so he dropped his dax like he was in year 2. He pissed. And then I watched him as he masterfully, in 2 shakes, removed all urine. And then he pulls up his underwear. And maybe like 20 seconds in, you just see you just see it start getting wet.
So he's leaked in his underwear.
He's leaked in his underwear trying to impress me, a stranger who was just there doing nothing.
I don't think I'm following this story at all. Bro.
What do you mean?
So let me just break this. Let me simplify this story.
You, a sober man.
Sober man.
Walked into the bathroom,
Yeah.
talked to this man, and then just observed him.
No, he said, watch me. He was like, watch this.
So he invited
essentially.
you.
That was a question, not a command. You didn't need to do
It
this.
was a peep show, and you just you watched him waz,
Yeah.
and even saw like a bit of leakage into his underwear.
20 seconds later, so
And
were you
thought-
standing around just waiting for...
Okay,
Yeah, exactly. So what were you? Wait, I'm still very confused about the logistics of this story.
He wanted to show me because he heard 5.
and
he
you
was like,
stood there and said, "Yes, I will watch you
No, I
pee."
didn't say it. It was more of like a mutual understanding of what was happening because he was like, oh, watch this. He pisses, like he drops his dax.
Did he say, watch this?
He literally said, watch
It's
this.
like a YouTube video. Check this out.
Good hook on TikTok.
You'll never guess what happens next.
So he wazzes. He does his 2 shakes because he's like 5's way
Was it
too
a
many.
aggressive shake? Was it like a
The first
Or
one
was it like a delicate, like
No,
a Berbatov touch?
the first one was an aggressive shake, and the second was like Colgate. It was like pulling toothpaste. He was
Squeezing
gelting himself,
action.
dare I suggest?
Fucking hell, this is something else.
So that's not a shake though.
Well, I don't know. He one shake and a jelk is what I would say it was. And then he's like, pulls his underwear up to prove there's no leakage. And to be fair to him, was no leakage for maybe 10 seconds. Then comes second 15, and then because he was wearing like dark, like grey underwear. And then you just see
But he didn't put his pants up?
No.
Imagine this, Sen, right? You're at the bathroom, bro, and he pulls his pants up. What are you doing in 15 seconds?
Yeah.
You're just standing around like waiting for time to pass?
Didn't you have business to do in the bathroom as well?
You were staring at his cock for like 15 seconds,
it was-
waiting for water to come
It
out.
was him and his boys. It was kind of like a group activity. Everyone was kind of like a little game to see if it would happen. So I'm there as the a voluntary stranger because his boys were having like a discussion. I do 3. I don't even need any shakes.
We big. How many do you do?
How many do you do? So then we're all standing here and like the anticipation is like building, right? And then you just see the spots. The leaky faucet is turned on.
Did you get to see any of his other mates do it?
No, it was just him because he was hammered. He was sloshed.
Oh, so he was doing a show for all of you, but no one. It wasn't an interactive show. Like you weren't meant to go up next and be like, "Boys, this is how you do it."
No. But after they left, I obviously needed to
you
go to
gave
the
it a
bathroom.
go.
I gave it a go. And so I did what I needed to do. I think I'm a 3 to 4 shakes guy. 5 was too many.
Did you do the Colgate as well? Or?
No, I usually do a Colgate.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, it's surely just a shake and that's it. Away you go.
Shake and bake.
I think it is a shake and bake situation.
I reckon I think I'm doing 4 probably. 4 to 5 I think is a good number.
Because you want to be, it's not like a competition. Like
No.
the more you do, probably the better, dare I suggest.
Yeah, I don't see why the lower the number. the
Yeah,
better.
but if you're in a public urinal, any more than 5, it looks like you're wanking, man. So like,
Yeah.
you can't be doing that.
Yeah, no, the Colgate technique,
I think time to time it's a Colgate situation.
yeah. But
what if you're in a urinal? Sorry, like a cubicle.
then I
It's
think
fair
anything
game, bro. You
goes
can
is
shake
fair
a million
game.
times if you want, dude.
So that's the one thing that happened to me. I have another update as well. For those of you who don't know, or new listeners potentially, I have some cleaners that come to my house every 2 weeks.
Must be nice.
Very.
Must be very nice. No, these cleaners have been with us for a long time, and they one day
Release
asked
them from the basement every 2 weeks.
to just sweep and mop. But they asked my parents one day. They're like, "Hey, we're running a little bit low on cash. Like we got kicked out of our home. We got to find a new rental place where we need some money." And they asked my parents for a couple of $1,000s. Now I brought that to the podcast because there was no payment plan set in place at the time. So my parents basically just sent them over
Blind faith.
couple of grand. And I told this story on the podcast, met with absolute skepticism.
Mostly from Kush, to be honest.
Well, Kush and Migs, I think, were
Skeptic, bro.
absolutely.
Put a plan in
negative.
place,
And then the first week, there was no money. They came clean the house again. They
Give
brought
you
us
lemonade, I believe.
lemonade and bread. Delightful.
It's just ancient Greece or something.
No, we didn't get any sheep or anything. We just got lemonade, which actually tasted beautifully. But I'm happy to say, lads, we just repaid fully.
With interest?
No interest.
Just principal.
Just a interest-free loan.
And how many months was this?
I think it was in September that I told this story. So it's been
That's pretty quick.
yeah. So like they weren't like
They were
stealing
honest
from us.
people.
Yeah, they were honest people, and like they kept cleaning every 2. You know what I mean? If they did steal the money, I think we would have just not heard from them.
Yeah, exactly.
But they did steal. They did come back every week or every 2 weeks to clean. So no dramas.
Did they pay it up in full or installments?
No, they paid it up all up front.
So now let's say in a couple of months they come back and say, hey, we need $20,000. Are your parents saying yes to that?
See, that
They've said, they've showed they're good little borrowers.
would be an insane scam if they.
Why is
tried
that a scam though?
As in, like, imagine.
That's like the thing. Have you seen the Key and Peele sketch where they're like, I found the best way to steal money from the bank.
Yeah, I've seen.
We'll
that.
get a job there.
Yeah,
And then we'll do our tasks daily. And then they'll give us money monthly.
that would be an ultimate scam if they asked for like a couple of grand first.
Yeah.
They paid it
Get
back.
good faith.
Yeah. Then they asked for a bit more, pay it back, and then they asked for maybe 20. I don't think my parents have 20 grand to give. but
Let's
like,
say, all right, let's say 10 grand now.
Yeah.
They up it to 10. Couple of months. What are your parents saying?
I think my
I re-
parents are saying yes.
They're
I think
saying
they've
yes.
been. I think they've been hooked.
They're absolutely saying. So I reckon if they come, all right, listeners, a few months of row comes with they've asked for 10 grand, you know what's happening.
They're playing the ultimate long,
Absolutely.
long
100%.
con? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
The long job or something?
Long con.
Alrighty, community sport update time. So we play 3 sports.
Yep.
Manny, I think you play 2. Monday is Frisbee. Tuesday is OzTag and Thursday is football. I lost 2 out of 3. We lost 2 out of 3 this week.
Mm.
The OzTag, bit of an L. Soccer, big L in the rain. Manny was not happy actually.
I was very unhappy.
He got sprayed.
I-
But
I play Wednesday as well.
Oh.
I don't even rock up. We had for our normal full field soccer, we had an end of season thing, so I didn't bother. Apparently they won. They mercy ruled the other team, so that's all going good.
don't even worry about that. But what I really want to talk about is Frisbee on Monday night.
Mm.
What did you think? That was our first ever game we played. And let me just put this into perspective. I'm quite proud of us as a team.
Let's detail the whole experience, start to finish, right? So I pick you up, bro.
Yep.
And then we get there. Ro was a bit upset with me because I told him it'll take 45 minutes to get there. We'll get there, 15 minutes early. Turns out it took like 25 minutes. So we're there really early.
Really early.
Wait, 25, really?
Or like 30, something like that.
Okay,
right?
it's not bad. That's pretty good.
So we get there and there's a lot of pitches.
Games at 8:30.
We get there 8.
We get there 8.
A lot of pitches. Half of them are in the lights, right? So we obviously go to the lights and where people are playing sport. And it's OzTag galore. No frizz in sight, right?
Correct.
So we're like, what's going on here? And then we look across, we go to the dark fields. Some people have Frisbees, but nothing's going on, right? So we walk down and then fucking God knows what's happening there. They're just people standing around in jerseys, coordinated, throwing the Frisbee across the field, warming up. And we're like, surely not. Surely we're not playing these veterans. And at the same time, we get messages from San or Kush or whatever, like, we're here. Where are you, boys?
Can't find them.
Took us about 10 minutes to find them. They're lurking in the dark.
Yeah, you could have helped us out a bit, standing in the light, chucking a frizz.
I think, I'm going to call Kush out here. This is the second week in a row.
Yeah, dude.
He has not been very apt with his whereabouts. Because a week before, he's like, I'm here at Park by the playground. Kush, there was 3 playgrounds, bro. And then Ro and I walked towards the people playing Frisbee. Turns out that wasn't us.
Yeah, there's more people playing Frisbee, which is wild. Anyways, whatever. Monday night, we find them eventually. And now we're stuck waiting 20 minutes.
In the dark. No less.
For the game.
And then, there's 10 minutes for toss-off, kick-off.
I think it is toss-off.
Whatever, toss-off. The lights turn on. Wow.
By Jove.
Yeah, and then we find them. And then, we're waiting around. Kush has come. He had to collect the cones a couple hours before, I think.
Correct.
And then we don't know who we're playing. We don't know what field. We figure that out. Gets to toss off. The other team are like, our spirit leader is not here with the cones. So we're like, what words he just uttered to us? All right.
Cult.
All right. And then we figure it out. And then what happens there? I have a bad memory.
No, 30. We wait because there's no ref. It's like
there was no ref.
There's no ref in our division of Frisbee.
Oh, wait, some divisions have a ref?
Yeah, I think the higher divisions probably have.
We're playing like Division 6 or something. Division 1 to 3 has referees.
So it's self-refed. Obviously, there's no ref. Their guy hasn't shown up. So the game starts at 8:30, but actually really kicks off at like 9.
Well,
You
you
also
can
have
kick
to
off whenever, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're asking around, like, how do we know when it's done, right? And everyone's like, I think it's, you either play till 9:50 or you get to 15.
First to 15 or time. Beautiful. So we start playing eventually, right? And like what I really observed at Frisbee is the people that you play against, they're very nice people.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like we're used to playing sport.
Grubs.
We're used to playing grubs, but we're also used to just like a lot of chirp on the field, a little bit of back and forth.
Like
Testosterone
Yeah.
flying, man.
Yeah. Even on stage when it's mixed, like there's still plenty of that. But the Frisbee people, like very, very nice people.
But I think that's because we're playing at such a low division. Like, there's no point being that aggressive and competitive.
Nah, dude, I think this is a sport-wide.
Mainly because we didn't know the rules, and I still don't know the rules.
Yeah, neither do I.
So it's hard to be aggressive when you don't know the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I just think that like because of this spirit thing that they really like nail into them, it's like
Chapter 1 of the rules is spirit of the game.
it's very much indoctrination.
It
to
is.
be honest. Like there's nothing like that in soccer or OzTag or anything.
In
Rugby,
cricket, there is.
yeah, there's the spirit of the game, but even that is
That's,
neither here nor there.
Exactly.
But these guys are so into it because apparently
Yeah.
we get spirit rankings or something, and then there's a spirit winner. So the team with the most spirit.
There's a normal championship, and then there's a spirit championship.
Yeah. So every week, the spirit leader has to rate the other team on their spirit on the
Is
day.
it actually called the spirit leader? So So
Yes.
every team apparently has a designated spirit leader.
So we have a team captain, which is Kush, and we have a second guy that's a spirit leader. Two separate roles,
Muhammad or
mind you.
something.
But anyways, okay, whatever. This is just the general observations. The actual game. None of us have played Frisbee before. We had maybe 2 or 3 players on a roster of 15 that have played Frisbee before.
Yeah.
The other team had 3 state/international players on their team.
They had rep players.
We were 5-0 up in the first 2 minutes.
We were tearing them apart.
The first few, was it goals, scores,
Touchdowns?
touchdowns?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Points?
Us 3 were on the bench and we were chirping galore, man. We were hyped. We couldn't believe what we were seeing.
Now, we ended up winning that game, which is quite embarrassing, dare I suggest, for the other team.
Damn, 100%.
Who are veterans of this sport.
Wait, did we win or did we just get to time and we realized we had more points?
Yeah, but that's still
That's winning.
Is that winning?
We got to 950, lights about to turn off, and we were up by like
TKO.
5,
I
6.
think it was 10-4,
9,
9-4
yeah,
or
something
something
like that.
was the end score. So we smashed them. Then after the game is what I really want to discuss about. So Sen, maybe a couple of weeks on this podcast, I wasn't here, asked Kush a very valid question, just asked. So I heard that in Frisbee, you guys stand around in a circle and then start kissing each other or something.
Which honestly, I would have preferred that if that's what the case was.
And Kush vehemently denied that. He's like, nah.
Yeah, he
none of that
laughed at me.
nonsense.
Yeah, because the way he said tell the story was like, oh, yeah, my mate told me this, and it sounded like you're saying the
and
piss.
you guys lampooned me and lambasted me.
But said, what happened at the end of the game?
Yeah, so we got to 10:50 or whatever the time was. We got to our allotted 180 minutes of game time, and we decided to call it a day. And then we like got to our like bags, and we were all packing up and getting ready to go. And the other team, one of our spirit leader went to the other team, and then just to thank them and everything. And he came back, and he came and was like, "Oh, good job, team. Normally at this part of the game or this part of the night after the game, both teams would go out into the middle and have a spirit circle." And my ears pricked up. And I'm like, I don't like where this is going. And he's like, thankfully, the other team said, let's just all go home tonight. It's a bit late. Let's just all go home. And I'm like, beautiful. Let's just do that every week. And then Rose like, no, let's do a spirit circle. I want the spirit points.
I wanted to see what it was all about.
So against all other 13 people on our team's will and the other 12 people on their team's will, we all got together in the middle of this fucking park and had a spirit circle. It would have been less embarrassing if we had if we started kissing each other. Like it would have been.
Well, what happens in a spirit circle is very simple. It's actually quite nice. The team captains will come out and say something nice about what happened. They're like, oh, we really enjoyed playing you guys. Can't wait for the next time we play each other. You played in the right spirit, this and that.
And they force you to stand next to someone from another team.
Yeah, so it's alternate. So it's I'm standing next to opposition, then Manny sitting next to them, goes around in circles.
This is forced assimilation, dude.
It's what it is. And then whatever. Then you sing hip hip hoorays to people like you're in under sixes soccer.
Hooray!
That's literally what was going on. And then you disperse. And then we decide upon what spirit points we're going to give the other team in what Sen mentioned is the spirit rankings or whatever, the spirit leaderboard.
Apparently there's like 4 categories. We were
Oh, was there? I thought it was just a 1 to 5 rating.
16 points, 4 out of 4 for 4
It
categories.
sounds like our banter reviews, bro.
Yeah.
He's just making up things this
There's a
way.
reason why we stopped doing that.
But so Kaiser is one of he's the spirit leader. But I really want to be spirit leader because
I think you should not be spirit leader,
You
right?
shouldn't be anywhere near it.
so the reason he's very into it. Like he's played Frisbee before.
Yeah,
He was
Loves the
coaching
spirit.
us.
Yeah. He's like very fair.
and he's quite good.
Of course he's good. I'm not saying he's not good. But I think he doesn't fundamentally understand the concept of us wanting to I want to win the spirit leaderboard thing. So for that to happen, we need to rank people low. But he's
Lower.
very no, we should give them what they deserve.
Be fair, yeah.
Yeah. Which
And I think that maybe he hasn't played properly, like competitive, aggressive sport like we have. Maybe he's only ever done Frisbee.
No, he has.
Oh, okay. Then I have no.
Plays a bit of
answer for you.
basketball, Oztag, but he knows Frisbee's the game of spirit. It's you can't go against the game. He has a love for the game, which you might need to adapt, bro.
I didn't mind.
You wanted to give the other team a 2 out of 4,
yeah.
pushing a 1 out of 4.
They were half an hour late.
Half an hour late and
They gave us a bit of attitude.
a lot of attitude.
What attitude?
Their spirit leader at the end of the game was saying some words to us. He's like, oh, thanks for the game, guys. He was played mostly in the spirit of the game. Mostly?
dare I suggest the whole game was played in the spirit. You're the one who rocked. If anything, you didn't play in the spirit.
Yeah.
You rocked up half an hour late. Apparently, there's no half times, but these guys decided to take breaks whenever they felt like it because they were short on players.
Oh, dude, I was told there's half time once you get to 8 points. We get to 8 points. The guy's like, no, we just keep playing.
But when we were demolishing them, every 2 minutes, they went and got a drink.
Bro,
the drink from
they
their
called
drink
a
bottle.
timeout. Brother, there's no ref. Who are you calling a timeout to? Just go fucking have some water.
You're permitted one time
One
out.
time out, they took 6.
No,
so
it was
where's
one-
the spirit? I'm sorry.
And then one of the girls was chirping me. It was meant to be. So, Kush, firstly, this is on you. He told us maybe halfway, like in the afternoon, oh, well, guys, bring a dark shirt and a light shirt. And then we decide who wears what. I went to the office that day, so I just took one t-shirt with me. And it was a grey t-shirt. Neither light nor dark. So I picked up Kush. I'm just looking at him like, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
So we get there, and then we end up being the dark because I think most people had a dark t-shirt. And so at the end of the game, we were in the spirit circle. And I was standing next to one of the girls in their team, and she looks me up and down. It's like, it's not very dark t-shirt, is it? So I looked at her, I'm like, fuck are you talking about? So I hit her with sorry, I'm colorblind. This was the first thing I grabbed and I couldn't really see. I thought this was dark. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah. So we're talking about spirit. I actually think we as a team played very much in the spirit.
Absolutely. Even though we knocked over 3 of them.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how we just knocked over
We
some
broke
players.
their Frisbee.
Yeah, one of us stepped on their Frisbee. Then we had to replace the Frisbee.
Shout out to one of the listeners who actually joined our team who broke the Frisbee. She came
was
up on
it
the
her?
side and she's like, oh yeah, that was me who broke and I stepped on it. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
But
Just
that
don't.
happens. Like,
Yeah,
that's
it just
not
happens.
spirit. That's just this part of the game.
Accidental.
And like, obviously, and we didn't, like,
Another thing as well, Spirit. Dude, they didn't even, so their Spirit leader didn't even bring the fucking cones.
What?
She had to put both the sides. They were our cones.
Yeah. So sorry if I wanted to give them a 1 out of 4 for
Yeah.
their spirit.
Even though the whole game they were telling us what to do.
So
Giving us
anyway,
all the rules.
all in all, fun sport.
Yeah.
I mean, I really, really hesitate to call it a
These
sport.
two are so rattled.
Dude, there's no semblance of organization with this sport. You got to come yourself. Apparently, you got to just pray that the lights turn on. You got to set up the field yourself. You got to self-ref.
Do you have to bring your own Frisbee?
8:30 to 9:50
Yeah,
is just
BYO
a
Frisbee.
Yeah, BYO Frisbee. 8:30 to 9:50 is just a general timeline of it.
Yeah.
There's no
Starts
urgency
whenever.
to start. There's no half time. But apparently you can't wear boots. But apparently the other team wore boots.
That's a council decision, mate. That's not a...
But we're wearing
Great
boots
sport
next
though.
week. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I
We
can't
did.
wait. So if you are wondering what we're doing at 10 p.m. on a Monday night, we will be standing in a circle. Hip be hooraying the other team.
But one more quick thing. Next week, we're going to get mic'd up. So,
Yes.
yeah. So we're going to, like, obviously we're telling these stories. You guys have no, concept of what's happening. We're going to mic us 4 up, maybe. We'll chuck a little segment in the podcast next week of our Frisbee game.
Exciting.
Get keen, fellas, for the Frisbee segment next week. But to wrap up the log, we've got our snacks as per usual. And shout out to Anonymous who has sent in some lovely photos, I believe 10 or so photos, of WooliesX. Alrighty, fellas, hop on the YouTube. You'll see all the photos. So the first few set of photos, we have some nice close-up photos of some of the snack offerings. First one we've got a bit of Aussie natural almonds. We have some trail mix. Next photo, we have a whole bunch of, I believe, mini cookies, lentil bites, all your spreads, Nutella, peanut butter, jam, etc., etc. Next one, we have microwavable popcorn bags. Are they ready-made popcorn
Nah,
bags?
they're microwavable.
Microwavable, so you get a nice serving there. And then we got the fruit basket, staple,
Ooh.
but a full fruit basket, my friend. We have apples, oranges, bananas,
Good variety.
everything. And then we move on to the drinks portion. Of
So
course.
what do we think of the snack offering so far?
First note, it is Woolies branded.
Yeah, I don't
But-
want to say it.
But that is, I think this is the only acceptable place I will have Woolies brand.
It's pretty fucking jarring.
Is it?
Yeah, like if it's a corporate, like you're looking for the big brands, and here I'm getting Woolworths Select home brand, which I get. You got to.
At Woolies, you're getting Woolies brand.
But isn't that getting high off your own supply? I don't
little
know.
bit. Surely, how does it work? How does home brand actually work as a concept?
Comes from the same factory, does it not?
Of
Of the normal brands.
wait, what?
Like Nutrigrain or whatever example.
Yeah. And what? They just get the offcuts.
They get the
Stuff
same
that falls
cereal.
out
It's
of the
just
back of the van or something.
it's just they label it differently.
No way.
For
They
most
taste
things.
different. They taste different.
That's
There's
Japanese.
like
For
bro.
rice
most-
bubbles, and then there's like the Rice Krispies or whatever, or whatever.
For most things, that is true. Believe it or not.
No, they take. You cannot convince
It
me that
is,
home brand.
bro. Look this up.
Well, why does it taste different then?
I said most things.
But like every single home brand, like cereals. Okay, let's talk about cereals. They're completely different. You can't tell me Wheat Bix and Wheater Crisps are the same thing.
Do you want to do a blind taste test one day?
Yeah,
I'll prove you wrong.
Next week.
But going back to the home brand, I'm not a home brand hater. I think it's fine.
Neither am I, but I think it's just jarring in an office corporate setting.
Yeah, but Woolies.
But now that it's WooliesX, you just got to take it.
But does that make it better? Because really, you own all of Woolworths, so you can take whatever brand you want.
See, that was my other thought. I'm like, yeah, surely you have, selection of all the best stuff from Woolies. So why are you taking only the Woolies brand stuff? Do you hate your employees or
I
something?
don't think this is that outrageous that WooliesX has Woolies branded stuff.
No, it's not outrageous. It's just interesting to note.
Do you want to talk about the offering?
Yeah, lentil bites is pretty interesting. I'm not, unsurprisingly, it hasn't been touched.
Yeah,
There's only a couple of bags of the choc chip mini cookies, but lentil bites, plenty to go around.
It kind of sounds pretty good. I don't know. Lentil bites sounds quite tasty, dare I suggest.
Nah, not a chance.
You're a popcorn man, Sen. They have a drawer full of both butter and sweet and salty popcorn.
I'm a massive fan of this. This would get demolished if this was my office. You wouldn't see it last more than a day.
Isn't there some rule that you're not allowed to microwave popcorn in an office microwave?
What?
Like, because the smell? Is that a rule? Like a tuna rule?
Tell you, no one in my office follows that.
Okay, all right, never mind.
What about the bread? Just there's like slices of banana bread.
Yeah, so the next photo, we have the bread drawer. Oh, it's a little, you open and close the lid. You have individually wrapped banana bread, yes, Sen. And then you also have, I don't know if someone has sliced this or it is pre-sliced, but there is half a loaf of bread and a knife.
I think it's been pre-sliced.
Oh, it's tongs.
It's
I take that
tongs
back.
as well,
I thought it was a knife.
Tongs.
Also, just to go back a second, one of the snacks is called Nut Bar. Just going to go to the kitchen. I want to get some nut bars.
Can I say that banana bread is an excellent snack offering?
It is.
Like that's for breakfast, unbelievable.
I'm not a big banana bread fan.
But you have to respect the
genre of the food.
Yeah.
Banana bread. Not just they have bananas, they have bread. And bro, they have banana bread.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent from Woolies.
And then the spreads, mate, they have all sorts. They have the brands as well.
Okay.
Nutella, Vegemite,
Yeah, so
Bega peanut butter.
So most of the spreads we've seen in other offices, they're like the jars. These are like individual servings.
So much better.
Better?
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah.
Costs are not being cut at Woolies.
Remember when you said like you don't want people's grotty or grubby like knives or
Crumbs.
fingers going into, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
this is
that's
individual servings. It's the best kind.
Okay.
So we're loving the snack so far. We're loving the snack selection.
Pretty good.
We'll move on to the drinks. All right. First one, we have I've never seen this brand before. We have a crema coffee machine. Looks like a standard touch screen. You put your cup in, you get all sorts of stuff.
Is that a home brand coffee machine, potentially?
Maybe Woolies owns the crema brand. Who knows?
I thought crema was from Seinfeld.
It's good.
Our
It's just not paying it. It's just not at all.
ultimate Frisbee name is Art Vandelays as well.
yeah.
So another Seinfeld reference there.
Go look that up if you don't know what that
But then
is.
we also move on. We have the teas. What brand is Mood Tea?
Dude, what the fuck is this tea?
All right. So we've seen, they also have Twinings, but we've seen T2, we've seen Zoetic. Now we have Mood.
What are these names?
Be kind, unwind.
Is that the tea name?
Absolutely.
But does it say like peppermint or something
It's
underneath?
peppermint and
The photo's in 144p.
Yeah,
I
I
can't figure it out. But they
Oh.
have the name, the flavors under it. We have Happy Days,
that's hibiscus, apple, and insert other.
ginger, I believe.
Ginger.
I actually don't. Yeah.
So you're, it's 3 p.m. You want a cup of tea. Are you going to the kitchen and you're getting a sweet lullaby? I said to him, I'm just going to the kitchen. You want a sweet lullaby as well, mate?
Yeah, I actually
You
like
saying that?
Mate, from what I've heard, you boys have a sleep lullaby at home every day around 3 p.m.
We have plenty of lullabies.
And then the last one is called Get On Up. It's got Viagra in it.
All right, this next photo, I'm liking what I'm seeing. They have a toaster, but it's one of those toasters you see at like a buffet breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Where you put like the bread at the top and it slowly comes through and it feeds out
the
the
conveyor
bottom.
belt. I love it.
They got a sandwich press as well. And then this other photo, I want to mention, I forgot to mention, they have the drawer of baked goods. They have a nice little box of Mars bars next to it.
It's a bit random.
It's a random addition, but I'm liking the addition, man.
Yeah. I want to go back to the conveyor belt toaster. I think that is a hallmark of if you go to a hotel buffet, if they have one of these, it's a good buffet.
Yeah. But then you can't change your settings. Like, what if I like my toast maybe a little bit more crispy?
I've thought that as well. I've always been too scared to change the settings.
Is there settings you can change?
Yeah,
there are
you
two
can
knobs
dial
in
it up.
front.
Yeah.
And there's normally at a hotel buffet, they tell you, do not change the machine. Here I see no signs.
Yeah. So if you
I think it's fair game, man. Change the dials. And then the last photo, the photos we've seen already are, nicely presented. They're cohesive, well together, wooden boxes. Everything's nice and sorted. Last, we have a fridge.
Dude, what the fuck is this?
We have a demented Diet Coke box there. We have stacks of, I think, Sprite like energized. So Sprite, the lemon lime one.
Yeah, right.
And then we have half a bag of Woolies bottled water at the bottom.
There's like a half bottle of lemonade, like Schweppes, half bottle of Solo, half bottle of ginger beer.
We have someone's just ginger beer in this staff fridge.
So what is this a staff fridge or someone's individual fridge?
No, they had a volume on that. It has to be a star fridge.
But there's no care for anyone else in this fridge. It's just dump whatever shit you have. There's like a bowl of like
Butter.
There's a tomato sauce in there. Woolies brand as well.
A diagonal tomato sauce.
There's a barbecue back there as well. So this, I don't know, this is a bit of a weird photo compared to the rest of it.
Well, what's weird? What I find weird is that they've got individual use Vegemites and Nutellas, but then they've just got 2-liter bottles of Solo for people to pour in cups. Like, pick one or the other, WooliesX. I got to say though, like the sheer volume of liquids in there, I'm pretty impressed.
It is
like that. Usually, like I don't know, Goldman Sachs and stuff. They had maybe a designated person to organize this stuff. Woolies has no time for that showy nonsense.
No.
It's more substance over
Practicality.
style. I would say.
All right, what are we giving WooliesX?
WooliesX to me, great spread, lot of items, quantity is huge. I think a 9.
A 9.
A 9 is big.
What did we give Amazon last week?
8.
This is not better than Amazon.
Really?
Yes. Are you mad?
I guess Amazon did have the drinks on tap.
They had beer on tap. I stressed it last week. I'm stressing it again. They have beer on tap.
But the snack offering is much better here at WooliesX. The variety is much better, I feel. The hotel buffet toaster is of avail.
No, but they had a whole fridge. Remember last week of like Coke, Fanta.
Yeah, they have a whole fridge of Sprite.
Yeah.
They had kettle chip. See, all right, this is my differentiating factor. They had name brands and they had beer on tap.
Okay.
Woolies doesn't have that. I agree. The Woolies spread is quite good.
I think
That's
Woolies has its own appeal in other ways. I might rate it the same. I might give it an 8.
I think it's a 7, guys.
Nah, dude, this is pretty good.
I think you're blinded by your home brand hate.
We gave Atlassian an 8.
That's wrong, all right? That's objectively wrong.
Should we retrospectively go back
That
and
was a
redo
10.
it?
It was a 10.
That should have been a 10.
Maybe next week we'll revise Atlassian, all right?
Yeah.
We'll do a revision. If anyone works at Atlassian, send us
send
better
us-
photos, please. We want to give you a high rating. But this week, I think 8 on par with Amazon might be a fair shout. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with today's game, Australia versus UK slang. Pretty simple game. I will give the boys some Australian words, some actual words and some slang words, and they'll have to write down the UK version on their whiteboard. Whoever gets the most right wins. And you might be asking, what do they win? It's actually you guys that win at home, all right? So we've got Christmas time coming up, and for over the next few weeks, I don't know how many weeks, but over the next few weeks, we'll be keeping score again, just like the Sank Challenge. And the loser of the challenge overall will be buying a lucky listener a gift of their choosing. We haven't chosen the budget yet. So choosing is a very strong word, but there'll be a budget and you can pick whatever you want and it'll be shipped to you. Probably not in time for Christmas, but as a Christmas gift. Kush is not here, so he's already at a disadvantage. I realize I'm hosting the game, so I'm also at a disadvantage.
That's right.
But we'll see. We'll share on Instagram when the time comes. You'll have to like or do whatever. We'll decide. But we'll pick someone at random and you get to win. There'll also be some runner-up prizes of nefarious memorabilia around this studio.
Yeah, we're trying to get rid of a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
totally not because we need to get rid of stuff, but we've got mugs on offer. We got all sorts. But
Stickers, maybe. We've got heaps of those.
Mr. Potato Head if you want.
so stay tuned over the next few weeks and you might win the prize at home. But fellas, are we ready for today's game?
Yes, sir.
All right, first few will be the actual words, not the slang. So get ready for this one. The first Australian word we have today is lollies.
So hang on.
We call them lollies. They
Yeah.
call it a different word in the UK.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, no. I thought, do they call
I
it
thought it was
lollies?
called lollies as well.
Hot tip is no hot tips.
No hot tips.
So US it's candy.
Yeah, give
right.
it.
So candy, lollies.
Do you know what it is then?
No idea.
Okay, hang on. Let me just think about it. I'm trying to think of like
No.
Zoella and Joe Sugg vlogs. Alfie Days back in the day. They go to the candy stop. What do they get? Can I get some?
It's not even the candy store. They go to the.
Okay. I've locked in an answer here.
Yeah, same.
All right, we'll start with you, Sen. What have you put?
Just going with sweets.
What have you gone with, bro?
I went treats, but I was sweet treats is what I was going for.
Senny, you've gotten a point. It is sweets.
Let's go.
Okay. All right. My head's in the game.
All right, we
here.
got the hang of the game.
What would you have said if I had said sweet treats?
That is not what they call it, brother.
I think you can allow that.
You can write a whole amalgamation of words, and as long as you get one. So it has to be exact. Has to be exact to what I've got written down.
1-0.
The next one is trackies.
This, I think I know. Just because Manu says it a lot. Let's go time limit. Time limit? Ready?
I don't know this one.
He'll write it down.
What have you got, Sen?
I've just gone joggers. I got no
Gone
idea.
joggers.
I think that's the correct
right?
answer.
It is
Yeah, I
joggers.
think
Well
so.
done. Righty, 2-1 Sen. Next one we have is chips.
Wait, which kind of chips?
Yeah, that's it.
We are talking about the ones you buy from Woolies.
Okay.
Pre-packaged. Not hot.
What? Okay.
Kettle chips.
Yeah, I understand. I've gone crisps.
I've also gone crisps.
It is crisps.
Yes.
It is 3-2.
Wait, is it crisps not American?
No,
Yeah.
they call it chips and fries.
Gotcha.
We call it chips and
chips.
hot chips. And then the UK is crisps and chips.
Gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Alrighty.
Speeding. Let's move along. Apartment.
Ooh. Okay.
What is an apartment?
Something on
So, Ro, you went to the UK quite recently.
Something I'll never buy.
I did, yeah.
So I feel like were you amongst the words, the lingo?
Yeah, I went to the University of Leeds for a bit. So I think they call them this.
Were you knee deep in it? So what do they call it, Ro, then?
I believe they call them flats.
I got flat in brackets, flats.
Plural's not
Either
important, said. It's okay. You both get the point. It is flats. Next one is a tricky one, I
Okay.
believe. Truck.
Oh, nah. We use this one in the subcontinent as well.
What?
Yeah, bro, you know this one.
Do I?
Think of Tata Motors.
All right. I've got something.
Wait, I haven't even written anything down.
And that's because Sen said the subcontinental thing. Otherwise, I think
Without-
the answer.
So if he didn't give you that, what we've gone?
I have no idea what I would go on to be
So what have you
honest.
gone, boys?
Lorry?
It is a lorry. Well done.
Bang. God, Sen's too good at this. All right. But
He's
how
getting all
many,
of
how many
them.
do we have?
We have a lot.
Okay, beautiful. So I got plenty of time.
Exactly. And we're speeding through them. So I think we'll go through like
wanna
every
get-
single one.
What's Sen
Carpal
on?
tunnel from fucking all this rubbing out and riding.
The rubbing is the worst part.
It's part of the game, mate. The next one is undies.
Undies.
Underwear. Undies.
Undies. Is there a UK slang for undies?
Maybe they call it jocks in the US. I don't know. Briefs, man.
Jutties.
This is not Sri Lankan versus Australian
Yeah.
slang. All right. Undies.
Do you know what's Sen?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, come on.
Oh, no. All right.
You were the one asking for time, brother.
Yeah, I'll put something in.
I can see what he's writing.
All right.
What did you put, Ro?
I'll put tidy whities.
What did you
What is the answer?
It's a pants.
It is pants.
They
Well
call them
done.
pants?
Yeah, they
What do
call
they
them
call
pants.
pants then?
Next one is
Trousers.
pants. Oh, you fucked it, Sen.
Yes.
Well, I've given him that
To be
one.
fair, I would have got that. Just
All
skip
right.
that one.
All right, we'll skip that one. Next one is public holiday.
What?
They have a different word for it.
No, they don't.
They have a different word for it. And I can verify this because someone at work was from the UK and they were asking for clarification on this.
So you're saying, instead of saying, oh, is there a public holiday on Monday? They say, is there a...
Is there a on Monday?
Oh.
They have a different terminology for it.
It's a stupid word.
What? How do you guys know this?
I barely knew this.
Okay. Is there...
But it happened to me at work, so I know it's factuals.
Is there just a holiday on Monday?
Don't they just call them bank holidays?
They call them bank holidays.
Yeah.
They
What?
call all of them bank holidays.
I think the banks were the only things that closed back then.
Well, what about
on
the-
So so in Australia, in Sydney, we recently had a bank holiday where only the banks
Only
were
the
closed.
banks
Yeah.
closed.
So some bloke from the UK is like, "Do we have a day off or not?"
Ah.
And we had to tell him, "Unfortunately, brother, we work not at a
I'll
bank."
see you on Monday, brother.
Wait, I'm very confused by this now because what are they... Like, so Queen Elizabeth or whatever, rest in peace, King Charles's birthday they even get a holiday for that? They would.
Yeah, they would. They would. Yeah.
I think they call it a bank holiday
That's a
because
bank
as Sen said, the banks would close.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Is that
Next-
you on Sen?
7.
I think I'm on 5 then.
You are on 5.
Down by
Next
2.
one. Next one is fairy floss.
That is a doozy.
It's a big doozy.
Okay.
Bro,
Cotton candy?
it's candy floss.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
American.
It's an amalgamation of a few different words. Next one is,
Wait, chill. We got to rub this out, brother.
I'll give you time.
Okay. Yeah.
We're nearly done. We've got a couple more. We're nearly done of the proper words.
Okay.
And then we're going on to slang, which will be the real test.
Okay.
Who's really with it? Next one is Band-Aid.
Do you know this, Sen?
I'm just thinking of what I would call it, what my parents would call it.
Maybe that's the way.
I think that's the way because a lot of British slang is actually what they brought across to the subcontinent.
So you're an advantage. What did you put, Ro?
I put plaster.
Plaster.
Correct. Plaster. Well done. All right. Penultimate one of this one. Detergent.
Ooh.
They also put this on when you buy the bottles. So it's the actual
Right.
name of it.
I don't know what the end. Do you know what this is, Sen?
No idea.
Well, I've got no juice.
Just gone dish soap.
They call it washing up liquid.
Ah.
Very apt and
Just very literal.
direct.
So no one gets a point there. Yeah?
No one gets a point. I was tempted to give you a comedy point, Ro, but we'll
No,
keep
no
the integrity
juice.
of the game.
All right.
Last one, runners.
We don't even call it. I don't never call them runners.
Well, that's what they called it in primary school when I was there.
That's true. Wait.
Bring your runners.
As
Yeah,
in,
we used to call them runners, but the fuck are they called?
do we call them joggers?
That's what I thought they're called.
Like shoes, joggers.
Like
Yeah.
sneakers type vibe.
Yeah.
Or what are you going, boys?
I want trainers.
I've just wrote runners again. I don't know what I was thinking.
What is it?
It is trainers.
Yes, that's one back.
Ro finally gets one back.
Woo!
Right, score update. We're done with the real words. What do you want, Sen?
8.
Ro?
7.
Oh, head to head.
Head to head. Here we
This
go.
will get interesting. This will get very interesting.
I think Sen's gonna win because this guy's all up in the. He watches EPL and stuff. Like
Well,
probably
they
Arsenal
don't talk
TV.
about runners on Premier when I'm watching the Premier League.
I think they.
And they also don't drop slang in the
Yeah.
commentary. So, Ro.
No, because you have to keep it universal for everyone to understand.
But I think the videos that you watch outside of the commentary, I think you're probably watching UK YouTubers and stuff.
Probably.
You're a
Yeah.
Stormzy man, Ro.
Yeah, that is true.
This could be the differentiator. First word, hot.
what, man?
If someone is hot, Sen, you're a hot guy.
We're doing this, are
All
we?
right. Okay.
I'll be nice. There's 3
There's
acceptable
heaps.
answers here.
Okay.
You know what? I'll give you a point per answer if you get it right. Sen, what did you put?
Put Peng and Lang.
I've also got Peng and Lang.
It is Peng, it is Lang, and it is fit.
Oh, of
fit.
course.
Come on, boys.
That's a simple one.
It's a very simple one. I thought the easiest one.
That
out of
is the easiest one.
All right, 2 points each. The next one we have is poor. I am
What?
poor. I have no money. I am poor. What am I?
Poor.
Poor. Man's poor. What, like just
Yeah, it
in
is
top
just
way.
poor.
I don't know. I think this is like low key like a derogatory slur, which is what I've written down.
All right.
I've gone povo.
Gone broke or skint, isn't it?
Well done, Sen. It
Which
is
one?
skint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Skint.
Let's go. Dude,
Oh,
that's
skint.
like an old-fashioned word,
Oh,
though.
still some of them.
I've never heard that word ever.
That's like some 1940s word they use. Like I'm skint.
Well, I've added that there. It's one of the slang terminologies. Next one, we call them dollars. How do they call it there?
Pounds?
Yeah,
What's
what?
the...
There's a colloquial word. This is not all roadmen slang, by the way.
Okay.
Some of this is like British slang.
It's obviously not pounds, but I've written it down anyway. Actually, no, I got no idea. Let's just
What
keep
did you
this quick.
put?
I've just put pound. I got no idea.
I put bob
Oh, you're right.
and squid.
Quid.
Quid.
Well done.
Well done.
Point
But
to
bob
your
is also a slang in the UK, I believe.
Yeah, it is, but it's a less
Yeah,
commonly
it's an
used
old one. Quid is surely the right answer there.
Next one, durries.
Oh, dude, just quick aside. When I was in the UK,
we go.
in Leeds, right? They were giving out free vapes.
What?
Like, yeah.
Really?
There's like vape advertising on billboards. And then like, you know how at train stations, sometimes people would like, they set up stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the thing, it was like for smokers only. And then they were giving out free vapes.
Interesting. And it's not as policed.
Notice police. So, sorry, durries.
Durries.
Okay. So in Australia, we've got, how many have you written down? You look like you've got heaps. Dude, this is not right one. Like,
Push, you might have to blur one of these ones.
okay, we're smoking darts. We're smoking cigs.
I don't know, man.
We're smoking.
I don't even know if this is right.
Well, it might be. You got 4 of them. One of them probably is right. What do the UK? Okay, whatever. I'll just do this.
Is it the one I'm thinking? Yeah, you're a dog.
What is it? I've got lung lollies.
What did you put?
Oh my god.
Kush, blur that word out.
It is the blurred word. Well
Did
done.
they actually say it?
Yeah, dude,
they
they say it
call it-
so much.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be
I'm not
saying
going
it.
to say it out loud.
Well, the
It's
word
just
starts with F and
F.
rhymes with
lags.
It's a bundle of sticks, I'm pretty sure. Is
bundle
another
of
word for it.
sticks.
All right, next word we have is fellas. I'm going to meet the fellas later.
Ah.
Ro, what are you thinking?
Roadman.
It is mandem.
Mandem,
Is
bro.
Mandem not roadman?
Nah.
Is that different?
It's different, mate.
Damn. All right.
All right, next one. Chat. As in, that's chat. You look chat
Oh.
Oh.
in that way. Not, let's have a chat. Where's your head at today? Love Island type sitch.
Yeah.
We're not talking that.
We're talking, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that type vibe.
All right. That's chat.
2 words I'm taking. What'd you put, Ro?
I put, that's long, bruv.
I've gone for clapped
Oh,
and disgusting. It's disgusting.
Clapped is one.
What's the other one?
Disgusting is not one.
Damn it.
Minging.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have got that.
I don't watch like the
Mingin?
beta squad. I feel like the beta squad guys say
Yeah, I
this
got
stuff a
clapped
lot.
from Beta Squad. Or
Yeah,
Side
fair
Note,
enough.
too.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Next one. Eshays.
Ooh.
Eshay.
Sam, you met one of these guys in your
Yeah, I agree.
Travels.
Almost got stabbed by him.
what did you call him? You just called him a lad.
Yeah, we called him a lad.
2 words I'll take. Lad is not one. Come on, boys. Think. But like, it's their version of an Eshay as well.
Yeah.
Not if we
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we stuck an Eshay in the UK.
What's an Eshay in the UK?
That's the
What he's
question.
asking you.
Well, I can't even think of. I'm thinking trackies.
It's actually the similar, Nike Tech Fleece.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Use your balaclava,
Maybe
bum bag.
maybe this is what. Maybe it's roadman.
Yeah,
You put Roadman?
I had
Put roadman.
Saying you get 2 points. Well done. Chav is the other
Chav.
one.
Oh, chav.
Chavez, mate.
Oh, is roadman okay? An Eshay.
Roadmen are
It's their
but
version.
They're more like gangsters more than anything.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Next word. We have a couple more.
Yep.
Stoked. I'm stoked. I've had a good day. I'm
Okay.
stoked.
I think I know
I
what
would have
this
said
is.
stoked is a British word.
Yeah, but they have a.
Another word for it.
Well, give 2 words again. Also, if you're from the UK and I'm getting these completely wrong, please let me know. Right? This is what the internet and my knowledge says.
I've gone chuffed.
Yeah, I got chuffed, miffed, and given it the big uns.
Miffed is not.
Miffed is not one.
Miffed,
Giving it
yeah.
the big is not one.
Damn it.
Chuffed is one. Gassed is the other one.
Gassed.
Of
Gassed.
course.
Yeah, KSI says that a lot.
Yeah, says a lot. Next one, Sheila. So I'll give you a hint. Sheila is like not really modern slang in Australia, but I'm looking for the modern slang version in the UK.
Did that change anything?
If that
for you?
changes anything.
No.
I've gone lass.
I've gone bird or lass.
Bird.
Bird.
It is bird. This is a
Dude.
word that was in your vocabulary for a long time,
This is
bro.
a Geordie Shaw special, dude. Scotty T picking up birds deluxe.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Third last one, Macca's.
Is it Mackie D's?
I think it's Mickey D's.
So that is incorrect. I think that's
Oh.
either US or Canada, whatever. They call it Mackey's.
Nah, I'll double check that. brother.
Maybe I'll double check that one.
I think Roe might even be close. I think it might be Mackie D's or Mickey D's.
I swear to God, I've seen an ad where
Yeah.
it's like where it goes Macca's,
yeah.
and then for the UK it's Mackie D's.
no, if
But
you can
anyways.
verify, if you verify it, give yourself a
No, it
point.
doesn't matter. Sen's take running home with this big time.
How much are you on, Sen?
18.
I haven't counted. I potentially am on more, but I'm on 12 supposedly.
Right, second last one.
Hmm.
Heaps. I have heaps of stuff.
Do you know this?
Yeah, I use this one often.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
this come
I
out of
use
his
this one pretty
mouth.
often.
Heaps. I've got heaps of stuff.
You know, you're
I got.
chatting heaps of shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Say less, dude.
All right, Ro, what have you gone?
I got bear.
Chatting bear shit.
It is
Yeah.
Bear. Well done, well done. And last one's worth 1 million points. Actually, no, there's something to play for.
There is something to play for. Yeah.
So it's only 1 point, unfortunately. Last one, pissed off.
I'm so angry. Like,
I am so angry.
yeah. All right. I'm just gonna say.
How would a roadman say that?
I don't know. I'm really trying to get in the mind of a Brit, but I realize I have no
No, I got
UK
nothing.
knowledge.
All right, nothing, Sen. Ro, what have you put?
I put mugged off.
I've also just written mugged off as well.
The word is vexed.
Nah, that's
Man,
that's
yeah.
not a spell, bro.
Yeah, isn't that something a witch does?
Yeah.
I'm vexed. Anyways, I believe Sen's run away with that. Ro, how many points did you end up counting?
I think I'm on 14.
So we played one round. You've gone from 12, which you got wrong.
And I got 12 to 14. I was just counting retrospectively.
14. Senny got about
19.
Let's call it 19. Senny, you have 1 point on the Christmas gift leaderboard. Well done.
Alrighty. This episode is sponsored, as always, by our good friends at Manscaped. Santa, baby. The season for a fresh cut is finally here with the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. They've just launched their 5th generation lawnmower to help you avoid another silent night in the bedroom this year. Take care of your special snowflake with Manscaped and watch your South Pole shine like never before.
Oh, wow.
Get the best stocking stuffer of all time by going to manscaped.com. Use the code TCB. 20% off free shipping. Rah, 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 rah. Look, we've been Manscaped. We've been with them since when? The 3.0.
No,
Correct.
the 2.0.
Were we at the 2.0
We were at the
stage?
2.0.
So we've been with Manscaped for not one, not two,
4 iterations.
4 iterations of their lawnmower. Right, I've shaved my balls with the 2.0, with the 3.0, with the 4.0, and now with the 5.0. And it's not like the iPhone where they just changed the camera.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
It's nothing like that, actually.
I'd be shocked if they changed the camera on the lawnmower.
Yeah, I think we should absolutely clarify. There is no camera on the lawnmower.
But we see Apple's events. We see them launching the new generation phone. No innovation, none whatsoever. They just chuck a new camera on, call it a day.
Why are you dunking on Apple right now? This is.
But I'm
They
just
could be
saying,
sponsoring us one day.
Manscaped,
Yes.
they don't do this. They don't do the bells and whistles, get a guy in a turtleneck to talk about how good the lawnmower is. All right? They got 3 guys wearing suit jackets and football jerseys. They get them to talk about how good the lawnmower is because we're relatable. We know what the people want.
Are we?
We shave our balls the same as you. But let me just tell you kind of what goes in if you get the box, right? You get the lawnmower 5.0, which is what we've mentioned, right? It's the crown jewels of the holidays. They've got the skin-safe technology. It reduces nicks and cuts. That's a bit of a change in copy from last time. But in the performance package, maybe some legal
back
troubles
and
there.
yeah.
But in the performance package, what do you get? You got the lawnmower, right? You got the weed whacker, the ear and nose hair trimmer. You've got the boxes. You've got the travel shed. You've got the newspaper, which we read daily, dare I suggest. And if you use the code TCB and you get at their checkout, right, you get 20% off, which is a massive discount. You get free shipping straight to your door. It's Christmas time, right? Your dad, your brother, your friend,
Your dog.
your partner, whoever, they need
stalker.
something.
Yeah.
And as we speak, it's kind of, we're thinking Black Friday, so I imagine there's even more sales across that. So you get 20% off the sale price. So jump online, manscaped.com, use TCB, help us out. Alrighty, today's higher or lower. So Christmas season is fast approaching. We chucked out a call on the stories asking you guys to send in your Christmas party invitations, and you have done so. So thank you very much for that. We're basically going to be putting them head to head. And the last remaining corporate Christmas party at the end is going to be Sydney's definitive Christmas party number 1.
Declared the best, the absolute best, numero uno.
Correctamundo. So basically how it's going to work is I'm going to read out the Christmas party. Then I'll read out something it goes head to head with, and the winner stays on until we find Sydney's best one. So
Sounds good, Ro.
first matchup, EY versus active ability. So EY's Christmas party, in-house trivia. Apparently it'll be team specific, and they write in, it will be a few hours of fun, according to the managers.
In-house trivia.
It goes for 6 hours, but only a few hours will be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did you say team-specific trivia? So it's not even general knowledge and shit like that. It's
No, I think-
work-specific trivia.
No. Versus active ability. It's a physiotherapy firm. They're doing it from 3 to 8 p.m. at Rosehill Bowls Club. Delightful.
Yeah, right.
They're doing Bad Santa, $50 limit. Quite generous, might I
Not
add. Apparently it's an elderly themed party.
What?
It seems a bit on the nose. Their clients are elderly.
The only downside is it's on a Saturday.
That's not a Christmas party. That's unpaid overtime.
So in your own time, you got to rock up to Rosehill Bowls, dress up as an elderly
As an
gent.
old person.
Yeah.
Nah.
So head to head, what are we thinking?
Both are pretty grim, I'm not going to lie.
On one hand, we have EY with apparently no mention of food or drinks, just the trivia. Little Kahoot.
In your own, Kahoot quiz in your own building.
Mm.
Or you can spend your Saturday at Rosehill Bowling Club dressed as an old person. Dude, that's so disrespectful. Because bowling, they would have had like normal old people there on a
Correct.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And then you have like a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds cosplaying as
Just
a...
mocking them.
Yeah.
So the question is, which Christmas party would you rather attend?
Honestly, neither.
Yes, that is a fair point.
But, dude, your Saturdays are sacred to you. You can't be spending your Saturdays with your workmates.
I can't be asked doing a trivia in the office though.
But
I
it's-
literally can't be bothered.
It's on company time at least. Like you
That is
kill
true.
a Friday. But like the objectively, the bowls is more fun.
That's what I was going to say. I think at bowls, I would at least have a good go and have a bit of fun.
It's on a Saturday. From 3 to 8. That's such a random time as well.
That's prime time. It cuts into your morning / early
Yeah, but you
afternoon
can't
time
really
and
do
your
anything
evening
bef-
time.
You can't do anything before. You can't do anything after. Are you going to have to kick on with your workmates dressed as an old person?
Some people like their workmates then.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Like that's a massive detriment that it's on a Saturday. But like it is objectively way more fun than trivia.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
true.
I'm sorry.
In-house trivia.
That is true. That
You're
is-
mad.
You can get around the dressing up as old people. Like that's a fun theme. Like it is a bit on the nose that it is at a bowls club.
All right. So we're saying the bowl club will stay on.
Yes.
All right, round 2. Gartner versus active ability. So we've heard what active ability is. Gartner is the loft, a great
Ooh.
venue, but they say no plus ones.
Which is fair. It's a work event. Who's
Yeah.
plus wanting to a work Christmas party?
That is fair.
All right, this one is during work hours, boys.
Okay.
So what do we think about Gartner?
I think that alone sways it.
And it's at an actual like bar in Barangaroo versus a bolo in Rose Hill.
I mean, this is a no-brainer, isn't
This
it?
is an easy
Absolute
one.
Like,
no-brainer.
I'm also thinking Gartner's chucking them free drinks and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you'd have to.
The no plus ones is weird. I would never think of bringing a plus one to a
Yeah.
work Christmas party.
There must have been backstory here. Someone must have brought a plus one last year or something.
Or maybe it converted from a +1 to no +1 situation.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
As in back, past few years, Gartner's been allowing +1s.
Gotcha.
Then all of a sudden this year, no +1.
Money's tight.
What
Budget
about-
cuts.
But Loft isn't a Christmas party venue. You know what I mean? Loft is where you go on a Friday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of
No, but when you book it out, it can become anything you want it to be.
All right, so we're saying Gartner should stay on.
Absolutely. Sorry,
Yep.
active ability. All right, next matchup. Gartner versus Jarden Investment Bank.
Okay, investment bank. They got a bit of money about them. then.
I think there's a lot of potential here. What do we have, Ro?
And they're taking you to Coogee Pav.
Jesus,
Oh my
seriously?
God.
What, Sunday sesh or something?
Yeah, that's what my friend did his 18th birthday, actually. Straight to Coogee Pav. I will say Coogee Pav's a nice venue, though.
It's a nice vibe. It's not a Christmas party.
It's not
place.
a Christmas party.
It's also so out of the way.
Well, what are we thinking about what a Christmas party, like what is the ideal Christmas party that you want?
It should be a nice venue in the city, easy to get to. Starts during work hours there, I suggest, but flows on to the night. Food, drinks provided, entertainment provided, whole venue booked out. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. So Coogee Pav versus the Loft is essentially what it is. I assume it's the same sort of deal for both. Free drinks during work hours.
My gripe with the Coogee Pav, have you seen John Bernard's videos about trying to get into the Coogee Pav?
Well, he's banned. Isn't he banned from every venue in Sydney?
He's
that
also
guy?
banned from like the racing, like the race courses and all that
Oh,
in
really?
Melbourne as well.
And the casinos.
And the casino. But in general, the Coogee Pav is known to be a bit, racist towards the non-whites.
That is true, but
So by booking out the whole place, we're enabling this behavior.
Yeah,
giving them more
exactly.
money and all that.
well, Jarden, okay, let's say Gartner's a massive firm.
Yeah,
Jarden is a small. What is it? Jarden is a smaller company
correct.
for sure, but it's an investment bank. Like, are we rating them on like what they should be providing also?
What they can afford to provide, yeah.
Correct. So Gartner's chucked in the Loft, which I think is pretty stingy. And if I'm thinking, what would I have a better time at? Coogee Pav or the Loft? To be honest, give me the Waves any day of the week.
What are you saying, Manu?
I'll tend to agree then.
So Jarden goes straight through to the next round. Gartner eliminated, unfortunately. All right, a bit of a change of pace. We've got Jarden Investment Bank versus Hayes, the recruitment firm.
Oh, Hayes, my good friends, still sending me emails.
Yeah, I get an email from them every now and again.
Go away, man. I signed up to one of your emails about 5 years ago.
So Hayes apparently is having theirs at the Ivy. And this
Oh.
person has
Ooh.
written, surprisingly, because apparently they're really stingy.
Really? Okay. I like an Ivy Christmas party. I had one a few years ago there.
Is this his Vodafone?
Vodafone. I had a great time. So for me, this is automatically going through. There's,
Really?
yeah, dude.
Against Coogee Pav.
Well, I assume this is going to be a night party, right? It's not a day, Ivy pool sesh or something.
Yeah, I imagine it's like afternoon, evening kind of thing.
Then yeah, this is ideal. You got a DJ, big enough dance floor, got a couple of levels, drinks.
But the thing is, it's not during work hours. Does that play into a part? You're going there in your own time on a Thursday night or Wednesday
That's
night.
fine.
That's
I think
fine.
that's fine.
I'm completely fine with it being after
Really?
work. Yeah.
Are most Christmas parties after work? I thought they're during work.
Well, all of my work Christmas parties have been after work, like on a work day, like a Thursday or a Friday night, but after work.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. So we're going to send Hayes through.
I think by far Hayes go. This is the easier decision than you make it out to
This
be.
is like the quintessential corporate Christmas party.
At Ivy?
Yeah.
Okay, Hayes goes through. All right, next up. Hayes versus Fantastic Furniture.
This is a matchup I never thought I'd fucking see in this podcast.
Got a wide range of listeners.
And Fantastic Furniture, there's at the Paragon Hotel. That's the one in Circular Quay.
Yeah, the one like right in front of the station. So it's a good spot.
It is a good spot. And again, they're all even, right? In the evening, free drinks, food provided. Obviously, there's going to be a DJ. So really, it's a kind of a head-to-head between the venues and realistically what company you would work at, to be honest.
Let's not slander the people who work at Fantastic Furniture. I would say Paragon. I've never been, but from what I saw on the photos and the reviews I saw, seems like a bit of a dingy place. Circular Quay as well is not a place that you think of when you want to go for vibes. You know what I mean? On a night out, no one's ever thrown up, let's go Circular Quay. So just for that alone, I think Ivy still reigns supreme here.
I think Ivy's the one to beat. You know, you got to offer me something really spectacular, and then you can beat Ivy.
When we did the club tier list, we said Ivy is probably, dare I suggest, the most iconic, maybe not the best, but the most iconic club in Sydney.
Why do we put it at mid?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because of their
food's
own
shit, but
their own offering. But if I can bring my own offering and use their venue,
Yeah.
I could fucking
like
rank
the
it up.
name
higher.
alone, Ivy. That's a name almost everyone knows.
If you tell your friends my Christmas party's at Ivy, they're like, oh wow.
That is true. And especially if you're like, if you're young, if you're like 21, you just heard whispers about the Ivy and you're like,
Exactly.
well, I'm going to get the Ivy. All right, fair enough. So we're saying
Sorry, Fantastic Furniture.
Hayes goes through. Next up, Hayes versus Telstra.
Ooh.
So Telstra, I think it's a team-specific thing,
Okay.
but they're going to Kitty Hawk, which is a
Ooh.
beautiful restaurant.
It
It
is
is
a-
fusion.
It's a beautiful restaurant and bar, a little tucked away up near, it's like near Bar Luca and that area.
It's like 30 people, mate.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue though. Great food, great drinks.
What's your thoughts on a big event versus a smaller team event? Because that's what we're really comparing here.
Often with the big events, if it's like a division wide or even a company wide, it is often at one of these big like Ivies or whatever. And it's probably just more light touch. You just get a few like drinks and then maybe music. Often if it's a smaller team and you go to more intimate venue, like a smaller restaurant, there you're getting premium service. You're getting a couple of courses of meals. You're getting cocktails rather than just beers and wines.
That is true.
So it is a better experience, I reckon, if you're going with the smaller team, and especially to a nice venue like Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk, yeah.
What are you more excited for then?
I mean, ideally, I'd want both.
Let's say you work
course.
at this company and you're getting both, right? Your big company-wide thing, you're at the Ivy, but you and your team, your manager is like, your head of is like, we're going to Kitty Hawk with the team.
I reckon I'm probably looking forward to the team specifically.
Yeah, I also am thinking Kitty Hawk might be the go. What are you looking forward to?
I'm in diff. Both are exciting.
But the good thing about the company-wide event is if you have friends across the business,
Correct,
you can
yeah.
all get together. But if it's just your team specific, but obviously if you like your team, then it's all good.
But I did like what you said about you get. I think you extract more value out of the team one.
Yeah, you get more personal value out of the team one.
Because I remember, just on a random aside, for a couple of years ago when I was at a different company for Melbourne Cup, we went to this Greek restaurant, which one of the partners happened to know the owner. So they closed the entire restaurant just for our team, bringing out bottles of wine for us, food, coffee, like desserts. I was treated like a god that day. You're not getting that at the Ivy.
No.
Getting far from it at the
Yeah,
Ivy.
exactly. You're getting thrown out, if anything.
So we're gonna say Telstra.
I gotta say, I don't know. Look, I'd be happy to go either way here.
I think Ivy's had a good run, but I think, in my opinion,
On a personal level.
yeah, I think I'm enjoying the Kitty Hawk at Telstra far more than the Ivy.
All right, Telstra goes through.
All right. Telstra versus Arup.
Is this an Indian company?
No, it's a design firm, and Arup or ARUP. Arup potentially.
Air up. No, we're not sponsored.
Arab.
They're doing it at a Bungalow 8. They have a Hawaiian /
Oh.
Caribbean theme.
I feel like every week at
Jesus.
bungalows like Hawaiian Caribbean theme, no?
What is this?
Thoughts?
We said for Ivy, when you book out the venue yourself, it elevates the venue. Are we saying that same for Bungie?
No, I don't think so, dude. Bungalow is kind of a trash venue. I'm not going to lie.
We're right by the water.
Yeah, but it's blocked by the key.
Bungalow is not a vibe for a Christmas party. So my second year at Vodafone, actually, my Christmas party was at Bungalow. So we downgraded from Ivy to Bungalow. And I'll tell you, it was not even half as near as fun.
But yeah, okay. Is that just the venue or was that because you just...
Well, the theme was also come dressed as your favorite movie character.
Mm.
So it was a stinker theme, stinker place, not a vibe.
Hawaiian/Caribbean? That's a bad theme.
That's a
Sorry,
terrible
but that's a
theme.
bad theme. Like, it's a cop-out. Obviously, people have like Hawaiian shirts. It's like a very, it caters to everyone in like the lowest way possible.
It's a lazy theme.
I agree.
Is that... Well, speaking of bad themes, we had the elderly theme. Is that worse than the elderly, or at least the elderly is so random that it's kind of creative?
Yeah.
Elderly you can have fun with. Hawaiian, I don't give a shit, right?
Well, we saw in our story, one of our friends had their Christmas party and they went as flat earthers.
That's a good... No, I think
Is that a good theme, really?
Because I think it would have been like conspiracy theorists or
Right.
something, and they game as flat earthers. But
again, it's a bit more, it's fun. It's a bit of fun, a bit of creativity. Hawaiian, you're literally going to Lowe's and buying their $15 Hawaiian shirt and
And a
calling it a
lei,
day. And a
yeah.
lei.
that's the thing. Actually, that's what makes a good theme. It's like how easy it is to get stuff, but how many different variations of it can there be? Like Hawaiian theme, everyone's wearing the same thing. Elderly, I think there's a bit of creativity you can have in there. And then the conspiracy theories, that's beautiful. That's a great theme.
I've got a submission actually, just impromptu, just to derail the whole thing. I've got an impromptu submission for worst theme of all time.
Yeah.
Another KPMG party that I went to. The theme was come dressed as anything that starts with K, P, M, or G. So me and my
shite.
me and my three grad mates, obviously lazy, didn't really want to dress up. Four of us, 4 letters. We got a bit of masking tape and just put the letters K. The other guy had P, the other guy had M, the other guy had G. So the entire night we were all just trying to make sure we were in different orders so we never actually lined up.
See, that's what you're getting when you're trying to shoehorn company culture in there. You're getting people like Sen just chucking masking tape over his t-shirt and calling it a day. I remember there was the theme where it was like dress up as the letter of your name. And so I couldn't be asked as well. And so I had a friend who worked, who was a friend of mine. His name's Rajiv. So I just put a name tag that said Rajiv. He put a name tag that said Rohit. And that was that. That was the theme. Job done. I dressed up as him. He dressed up as me.
All right, getting back on track. Bungalow as a general, putting it aside as a venue, but as a Christmas party venue compared to...
Yeah, I think I'm still taking Kitty Hawk.
Yeah.
I'm taking Telstra's one over because again, you're probably getting good food. You're probably getting the banquet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're giving you the banquet and then you're just sitting there enjoying probably unlimited drinks, get your cocktails.
Correct.
Whereas Bungalow is probably like, yeah, there's probably unlimited drinks,
But it's...
but you're not getting cocktails.
No.
You're getting like gin and tonics and beers and whatnot. Like, get out
And
of
the
here.
food is probably ass as well.
Yeah, it'll be finger food.
So we're saying what? Kitty Hawk straight through?
Absolutely.
Telstra,
absolutely.
straight through. Next matchup. Telstra versus International SOS.
What is International
What is-
SOS?
Look, all right, it's a company that when I was going to exchange, they had a seminar and basically tried to convince me to sign up to International SOS. I think it's like insurance. They'll save you if you get trapped in a different country. That's essentially what they do.
FBI or something?
Maybe. I thought that's what the embassy's for. But
Yeah. Okay, so it's some sort of insurance / spy espionage, commando, Navy SEAL Team 7 or something.
I think Australian citizens, if you take out their cover or if you take out their policies and you're in a difficult situation overseas, they'll come get you or they'll come help you in some way, shape or form.
So if I have their cover and I live in Australia, they're frankly useless to me.
Well, that's why it's International SOS,
All right.
not National
It's
SOS.
So what-
Australian SOS, brother.
What is International SOS's Christmas party?
All right, so they've got Hotel CBD. That's their venue.
Ooh, that's a nice place.
And they've got a best dressed competition as well.
Okay.
That's their Christmas party.
What is the best dressed?
Well, he hasn't put it down. So,
Have to fill in the blank ourselves here.
so we're going to just say there's a theme potentially and the best dressed gets a prize.
I don't mind Hotel CBD, to be honest.
I've never been either. Where is it?
It is another Maryvale establishment. It's on York Street. Couple of levels. It's kind of fancy, but also not that fancy. So about mid-level. It's got all right food, decent drinks. But again, I just can't go past the fact that Kitty Hawk you're getting free food. That is going to be great food, and you're going to get great cocktails.
All right, so International SOS, they've got about 200 people working there. Can you fit 200 people into this venue?
Yeah, you can, but
Okay.
it'll be a It'll be a snug fit.
Tight fit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, I said it was on York Street. It's on King Street before people attack me in the comments.
King Street. Okay.
It's a screaming average to me.
Yeah.
Nothing's really, it does the job.
But if I went there as a Christmas party, I wouldn't be mad about it.
No, I wouldn't be mad. Do you you happy that there's a fancy dress with a prize?
Do you ever, if there's a best dress wins, do you ever try be best dressed?
No. I'll be honest, no.
Oh, I put some effort into it sometimes.
Name tag and all?
No, that was just one. I really couldn't. There was no prize, so it was just there. Actually, there was a party that I went to, which was I forgot what the theme was. I think it was maybe just dressed as a character, like a movie character. And some guy had a Ratatouille costume, and it was the best thing I've ever seen. This guy had like a chef's hat, and he had a light inside his chef's hat, which when you turned it on and you turned the actual lights off, you could see a rat inside there tugging his hair.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane. It was actually insane. I'm going to steal that.
Speaking of, one of my work friends is like really big into costumes. So one year for Halloween a few years ago, her and her partner went as Lisa and Ralph as Florida and Idaho. Lisa's essentially got two mattresses stuck together.
Yeah.
And like a face cut out. She's actually recreated that.
That's impressive.
Like she goes to big effort. So like, how can I compete with people like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's people who take it very seriously. But at work, like you're probably in the running if you take it just a little bit seriously. Because like the rest of the people are like married with kids.
Putting in zero effort.
Yeah, zero effort.
So
You're lucky if they show up.
Yeah. So you chuck a Remy outfit or a Lisa and whatever, you're potentially in the running.
Well, but are we saying, would you take a hotel CBD over Kitty Hawk?
I still think this Telstra team is still going through. Like it knows what it's doing. Straight through. Sorry, International SOS. No bingo today. Alrighty. Two heavy hitters. Telstra versus Westpac.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Office snacks.
So Westpac, their venue is The Star.
Oh,
is
my gosh.
Sparkle / sequins. So
It's a decent theme. That's a decent theme. Fitting, I feel.
wait, the Star. I assume there's like a room in the Star. I'm sure they're not on the
it's called
gambling floor.
Gaming floor 1.
Yeah.
That's where they're at. High roller tables. Maybe it's in like Marquee or whatever Marquee used to be called.
It must be, yeah.
I am thinking this is a pretty good one.
Yeah. The Star is, because I don't know. Are we just degenerates for thinking this? Is like the average Joe really getting frothing the Star this much?
I think there's an allure to the Star. You know, there's a restaurant, there's everything
the
there.
glitz and glamour of the Star.
Exactly. There's shows there, no? Like theater shows.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
The lyric theater's there.
Yeah, so there's a whole glitz and glamour about the Star.
What did you say the theme was?
Sequins and sparkles.
So you want to dress up as well nicely to go to the. So they've
it's nice. It's a.
And it's Westpac as well, so they've got a bit of a bit of coin about them. So it's going to be a big, extravagant event.
What
do we know the date actually?
But what do guys wear for sequins and sparkles?
Suit up, brother.
Tux type vibe. I feel.
Where's the
Pinstripe
sparkles
suit.
or sequins?
Wear a dress then. It's 2023.
Because like I can see that for the girls, you just wear a nice,
beautiful,
dress
yeah,
or
exactly.
sequin dress. But I'm thinking, what do the guys wear?
The fellas.
You're suiting up. Maybe you're chucking. I don't know.
When you've
glitter.
spent 6 hours on a roulette table sweating through, you probably don't want to wear a tuxedo.
I think the Star is a great venue.
Oh, same.
I think also the fact that you can kick on just downstairs.
Beautiful.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
And you'll probably be very inebriated. So
Exactly.
And you look right in place in your fancy attire.
correct. So we're saying Westpac?
It has to be. It absolutely has to be.
We're getting to the pointy end.
Mm.
There are two corporates remaining. Westpac versus Mason Chen Law Group. No, this is not a sponsored advert.
No, we do not know Mason Chen.
But he does provide really good legal services.
At 041.
But we had to put Mason Chen Law Group in simply because of the quality of their Christmas party.
Yes.
All right. Their event is in Zaffy, Sydney. They've got lion dancers. They've got DJs. They've got violinists.
Violinists.
And unlimited drinks. So here we go.
Dude, sounds like a circus, man.
Yeah, Cirque du Soleil come to town at Mason Chen's place.
Dude, that's insane.
The Star, or you get like a string quartet.
Both very good offerings.
Yeah, but Star doesn't have lion dances. I thought lion dances were for Chinese New Year only.
That's what I thought.
They're getting around the Christmas spirit, are they?
Maybe they got to find work otherwise, not just one day a year.
Yeah. Getting to the new year as well.
That's true, but it's not really the Lunar New Year. It's just the Western New Year.
And we actually got photos and videos sent in of all of this.
It
And
looked really fun.
It looked unreal. So, I mean, that alone already puts it up. Because everyone else just sent us, words, which is fair enough. It's all we asked for. We didn't say send videos and photos. So someone has gone above and beyond.
Above and beyond, and I respect the above and beyond as
Okay,
always.
Let's put them head to head. Star, great venue, let's say, for sure, but zero entertainment. Maybe there's a DJ there, maybe there's not. Wasn't
The
specified.
entertainment of the slot machines, isn't it?
Okay.
You got
Gambling.
to pay for your own
Lucky
entertainment.
Dragon,
Well, yeah.
Prospector Pete.
No, it's where's the gold?
Is that what it's called?
More
Oh, yeah,
chilies,
it
yeah.
is,
That's actually my favorite. That's actually my favorite.
Ah,
places.
Lucky Dragon's the go-to. Anyways,
Doesn't matter. So, entertainment at Mason Chen, obviously far better.
Yes.
Violinist, that's something that I've never seen. at
I've
a
never
Christmas
seen
party.
that. No.
So it must be a small, intimate kind of event gathering.
Yeah.
Like I'm not imagining Mason Chen is like a HWL or a
King of Wood
Clayton
Mallison.
Lewis.
Yeah.
But what are we thinking? Just gut feel?
I
You get
think
these two invitations. What do you want to go to?
just a pure,
There's a
novelty of
wow
it.
factor
Yeah,
about
like-
Mason Chenos.
How many, like you said, how many Christmas parties have you been to where they have line dancers, violinists? Zero, right?
Zero, yeah.
We've gone to the Star many a time. so,
Too many times.
so just purely on that, I have to go with our friends at Mason Chen.
Without a doubt.
This seems so sponsored. Sorry, mate, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
I just agree.
Mason Chen Long.
Yes, my unpaid opinion is I agree.
All right.
Use our code TCB for 10% off your next litigation work.
They do migration law.
Yeah.
So just, oh dear. All right. Last round. We got Mason Chen Law Group versus Channel 9. So we heard Mason
Traditional
Chen.
rivals.
Yeah. Competing in the same industry. Fierce bitter rivals. They're good competitors. Channel 9, hear this. They've gone Ivy.
Okay.
Okay. So
We've seen that before.
We were seeing it before. Unlimited bar. That's stock standard. But they've got Delta Goodrum to come to
Unbelievable.
perform.
Delta.
Australia's sweetheart.
Name 3 of her songs.
Don't know.
But it's Delta.
It's Delta, mate.
Off the voice.
Off the voice.
Unbelievable. That's, wait, does she just, is it a meet and greet? Does she perform?
She performs, obviously, she's singing.
Okay.
So it's really head-to-head entertainment. Because I think the star, where's Mason Chen? Zaffi.
Yeah.
Zaffi Sydney, whatever. Irrelevant.
irrelevant. We won't look at the entertainment.
Delta Goodrum versus violinists and lion dancers. Who do you want to see?
Well, line dancers have never turned around on a blind singer before, on The Voice, bang. So for me, it's got to be Delta
It
Goodrum.
has to be Delta.
Can anyone name any of Delta's songs?
No, but
No, but the vibes will be immaculate, I'm sure.
Voice of an Angel.
Yeah, that's true. And I've heard her perform on The Voice. so-
Exactly.
All right.
It's Delta. Dude, you're getting a C-list Australian celebrity.
What's a Delta concert setting you back? $50? Is that too
Honestly,
much?
maybe, like paying tickets for it?
Yeah, if Delta Goodrum was performing at Enmore Theatre,
I'm probably not going, to be completely
I
frank.
mean,
with you.
neither am I, but
Gun to my head, I reckon I'd give you $50.
no, who was Rohan? Who did Rohan see at the Granny Smith Festival?
Oh, he saw Ricky Lee.
Ricky Lee.
That's a musty one. Delta's a...
Ricky Lee was free.
Yeah. But Delta's still releasing albums, by the way.
Delta is still in the zeitgeist.
She is. I follow Delta Goodrum on Instagram.
I thought she stopped making music years ago. Does the industry know she's still making music?
No, Delta's still releasing hits.
No, let's actually think about this for a second. If you went to this is Channel 9 as well. So they could have had is The Voice on Channel 9? It is,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
So there's a bit of,
Okay,
scratch your back, we'll scratch
I
ours,
still
you know?
respect it. I still respect
But
it.
they would have had anyone in their whole wide of, personalities and, entertainers on their contract. They've gone for Delta.
I
Are you complaining about a
That's a
Delta
big gap.
Goodrum
Could have gone
appearance?
Mark Taylor,
no one's taken
Peter Sterling,
Yeah, all right.
Jason Derulo, dare I suggest.
No, dude. Jason Derulo performs at Argyle for like
Do you see that? He
10
performed for
bucks
like
on
10
the
minutes?
Yeah, at 2 a.m.
When was this?
And it costs like $500,000 or something. I don't know.
As in, that cost them to get him.
Maybe not $500,000. I'm making that up. But obviously it costs a lot to get Jason Derulo to perform at your club.
Yeah,
Tickets were very expensive. He came on at 2 a.m., performed for 10 minutes and
Bounce.
sacked off.
So if you're
Delta's not doing that. Delta's giving you a show.
with all 3 of her songs,
She's got heaps of songs.
again, if anyone can name any of them.
Let me look at Spotify quickly and see how many monthly followers.
All I'm saying is, if I rock up and someone, let's say they would have teased this as well, like Channel 9 Christmas party, you're going to be a special guest.
I think yes, they're name dropping Delta Goodrum
I'm
from
thinking,
the get-go.
Dude, I want like a Guy Sebastian, Shannon, or give me a Jessica Mauboy. I can rattle off a Jessica Mauboy
What's
song.
this guy's standards, man?
600K monthly followers, so monthly listens. So she's still very much in and amongst it. Delta Goodrum, I think for me, I'd rather see Delta than a Chinese line.
The only
Let's
time
be
I've heard
honest-
Delta Goodrum is on Smooth 95.3, and that's when the bus driver is listening to it, and I have no other choice.
That doesn't matter, dude. Imagine you're sitting at work on a Wednesday, you get an email, Christmas party featuring Delta Goodrum. But I'm
What,
excited.
are you getting out of your seat for that?
Yes,
You're
I'm excited, dude.
I think I am too, yeah.
Every Christmas party's at a restaurant, at a fucking club, at a boat.
let's be honest.
Delta Goodrum, brother.
She probably came out, did 20 minutes, a gentleman's 30, if anything, I'll give her that, and then fucked off.
That's
you
fine.
You don't get to meet Delta
No,
Goodrum.
of course not. Of course not.
But that's in addition to the Christmas party that's happening as well.
So you guys are seriously saying you're going to take Delta Goodrum?
Over the lion dances, yeah. And the
Yes,
violinists,
absolutely.
like, okay, I'll be completely frank here. Lion dances doesn't excite me that much. Like it's
But you haven't seen Mason Chen's one,
of
though.
course, granted. But like if you have a thing, like we had lion dancers come to school.
Come Lunar New Year, I can see a line dancer.
Yeah, of course I want to see a lion dancer.
So there's
but
a
I'm saying-
time and place for lion dancing.
I'm not getting out of my chair being like, guys, dude, did you know? Like, if you're telling your mates your Christmas invitation, you're not being like, oh, dude, I can't wait for the lion dances. You're just chucking that in. Yeah, there's lion dances. It'll be pretty cool. There's a violinist.
So we're seriously saying the best Christmas party in Sydney is purely the best Christmas party because it had Delta Goodrum.
No, it's also at Ivy, right?
And Ivy,
How much did you froth Ivy
as a venue.
as a venue
But
for a
we
Christmas
quickly,
party?
tossed it off to the side.
Not quickly. It
About
lasted.
7 matchups ago.
It lasted a lot of rounds.
It went Ivy versus Telstra. I forgot
then
what the
Kitty
company was.
Hawk beat it,
Hayes,
yeah.
yeah. So it's Hayes versus Telstra, and then
Yeah.
the small intimate gathering beat it. But now we're going 2 big gatherings. And the venue choices, Ivy is going to be better than Zaffy Sydney. Sorry.
All right, let me throw one last
Respectfully.
hypothetical for you. Let's say it's, Coogee Pav, and they've got Guy Sebastian.
Yeah, I'm taking
Head to head, who are you taking?
I'm taking Guy.
I'm taking Guy.
Okay, all right. Good. That's all I wanted to know.
But if you're comparing a violinist, unnamed violinist, and maskless lion dancers versus Delta Goodrum,
Australia's sweetheart.
don't forget that.
We are 5 minutes in this, and you're still yet to name a single song of hers.
I don't know. Look, she's a hero. Channel 9, you have the best Christmas party. Congratulations. Narrowly edging out Mason Chen's law group in a respectful second place.
Alrighty, that brings us to the end of this absolutely ramshacking episode. Hope you enjoyed that. Boys, any thoughts from it? Did we get our Christmas party rankings right, you reckon?
I think it's absolutely correct. I don't know what your Delta Goodrum hate is.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of blacked out there for about 20 minutes and just went on a rant. You reckon any of your parties would have been beating the Delta Goodrum?
Not beating, but close. I've got a yacht coming up soon, so that could be.
What, any Australian ARIA award winners on there?
Unfortunately not.
And let us know if you missed out on writing into us the other day when we put the story up. Please let us know about your Christmas parties and maybe we can retrospect some of this. Ro, you want to say something?
No. Look, follow us on Instagram. We're almost at 10,000 followers. Jump on, give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Check us out. You know where to find us.
Go buy some Manscaped. Support the people who support us. Or we might have to start a Patreon.
See you next week.